My content is for 13 and up or adult collectors of the product.
Hello everyone, now let us talk about L gear. Now L gear is the Longinus gear where you can upgrade Divine, Dangerous, Dynamite, Devil, and what it does is it basically forces them to be in permanent high mode. Now, let me do a video where I try to go over and really see not only how good is L gear, but seeing how it does insane and opposite spin, and really trying to find out what meta stuff that you can actually work with it. Obviously, I want to give credit to Think and Magic from the WBO for this combination, and big up to them. It's going to be very fun to actually show off this combo in the video, so let's get started now. Before we continue, subscribe to the channel with bell notifications on. So we have some guinea pigs. For starters, we have a near mirror match. This one has 9. We have Vanish Longinus. We have the original Extend Plus to actually show off a combination, which is with Wheel. And yeah, this is just to really appreciate the fact that this thing is kind of cool. Try it again. And for those wondering, I picked 9 just because of the fact that just pairs up really nice with Dynamite. You could use 3 if you want to, between either or. I just generally prefer 9. Okay, so look at that. Whoa, whoa. So an insane outspin. Insane. So you're gonna notice that it's pretty stable actually. Not only that, but obviously in high mode you're more elevated than something in low. Now the only times L gear is going to really lose in same spin, which is what I thought to be the weakness, is if basically you can destabilize it. Or simply your stamina gets somehow clapped. But if that doesn't happen, it should pretty much go in your favor. And I'm specifically talking mostly in general, but also in the case of here, where this is like a mirror match. And for this, I will also get opposite spin, for an example, which we have to basically go back and forth because I don't have that many copies of High Extend Plus Dash. And I don't want to disassemble because it's the Valkyrie core. And I made a grave mistake because it's the Valkyrie core. Okay, but yeah, you can see the idea. Now, on the average, it should pretty much just outspin it. If I try to go for it again, we're gonna demonstrate. And, you know, I'm actually kind of liking this, and I think L gear, to be honest, I think this video gives me a new perspective, in the combo itself, I should say. Just because I never really thought much of L gear. I don't think much changes in terms of making a combo, to be honest. Like, it's just kind of like a cool thing. Like, by no means is some sort of like, if you use this is like the craziest thing to hit the meta, right? But yeah, I guess this is really interesting how stable it is. Look at that. It's not even, like, listen, and these should both be the same. These are both 2-star overs, by the way, so there's no, oh, but the disc imbalance or yada yada yada. So I just showed an example of where in same spin, which is really surprising, it did something really crazy. Now we're gonna show the basic use that you can have with L gear. Now for Vanish Longinus, the combination is over bearing dash 0. And this one opposite spin's a lot more annoying, but typically speaking, high mode will beat low mode if it's opposite spin. And it really does depend on the context here. So in the case of L gear, In opposite spin, you should pretty much win with Dynamite / Devil and specific in context to what I'm doing right now. I don't want to get into the other stuff because that's like a different thing that I don't want to... A lot more factors that go into it. You can get the idea. So in this case, the reason why this one works so well is just because, and really just because of how it is, just that because of the fact that it's not only the height difference in this specific combo, but even with low versus high, I think that elevation just helps because it kind of like towers over it. And listen, there can be times where you use L gear, you lose, and I want to make sure that's very much clear in this, that, again, not invincible. Now, the reason why I have to keep repeating this is because sometimes when I do these videos, I get misquoted or misrepresented, and I don't like it. So, there you go. There's going to be the one comment that's now going to be joking, and I can't tell if it's sarcasm or not. Okay, this should pretty much do it again. Yeah, okay. Clapped. Yeah, okay. So now we're going to give the example of this wheel combination. We're going to basically do the same matchup from the start, and then after I'll do Vanish Longinus. So yeah, wheel extend plus. So typically, what I've noticed with specifically this L gear stuff is that wheel is picked out. And yeah, I think it's fun and it makes sense. So I have to do a couple of these because I don't remember how the results went. I think what basically happens is I have to go through like this is the one where I got to go through a couple, but I do recall that it was winning. Not in that case, not in that case. In that case, that was an example of what you do not do. Yeah, sometimes that happens when you launch hard. And keep in mind, the reason why I'm launching first in this case is just to show... Now, obviously, alternating is important, but I think specifically with this too, if you're going to see in a moment that if I got it right, it should do it. If not, then I guess I'll just keep on going, but it should do it. And this is like pretty much like a spam-in-a combo that you would see. So obviously, again, there are times where this thing can lose, right? Obviously, right? Obviously. So maybe what I'll do is I'll show and I'll reverse the order too, just in case. I think what happens is that sometimes they can destabilize this high extend plus dash combo, and then after it should do it. This one was, I won't lie to you, this one, okay, yeah, no, I think it's starting to do it. Or maybe it is, maybe it isn't, I don't know. If it loses, then I just alternate the order just to make sure I get it. Okay, yeah. So, what it did right there is... No, you stopped. Okay, so what it basically did right there is that you can see that the L gear actually gave a lot of stability to it. And it managed to win. That's pretty much ideally what you want to see happen in your matchup. If you do not see that happening, I would say pray, because you are likely to get clapped. I'm also trying to make sure I kind of launch the same. You can launch straight. I just kind of like tilt it. Oh, maybe it's not a good idea. Just because sometimes I don't like if I do it straight, because if I do straight, sometimes I might go whoop. Okay, yeah, so basically, I don't even know what's happening now. Now it's deciding to prove my point, which is very weird. Okay, there you go, yeah. I like how I just demonstrated how it works, how it doesn't work. Let me just make sure that... So, okay, so basically, that's why I don't do it straight. So I'm pretty sure it's going to lose now because I just did it, but the reason why I don't do it straight is because it kind of just wastes time at the start, if you know what I mean. Like, you kind of just saw it, like, just go around, and it basically just kind of kills off its stamina. So So that's why I kind of just try to go for a little bit of a tilt thing, because if you don't, then it just like, you kill your stamina. If it wins now, that'll be really sick, but most likely not. You wanna know why? Because now it's either gonna prove it has a lot of stability, or the stamina thing I just said, it's got a lot of goddamn stability. Okay, so same idea here. And again, you know, matches matter. What are you going up against? What's the context of how you're going up against it, you know? What are the parts and everything, right? You know, so just want to make sure, because there'll be someone that's like, well, Extend Plus loses to this. Like, okay, well then you just switch the part or whatever. Or you use whatever you feel is best for the opponent you're going up against. These matchups are very annoying because I feel like it's probably just going to go to the ties or something. Or maybe Vanish wins. Hell if I know. Oh, God damn it. Okay. So basically, we're going to get to a part in the video where it gets a little bit cringe. Which is what I like to call Draw City. So probably gonna tie a lot. It's probably either gonna go to Vanish or it's probably gonna go to Dynamite. Yeah. I just realized I was thinking in my head, like, wait a minute, no, if they're like at this height, then I'm not too sure. I mean, yeah. I think
Like this should work.
No, it should do it. And I say it should, but if it doesn't, then I don't know. If nothing happens, I'm not going to do it, because it's going to basically be like 50 draws and whatever, and... See, because that one looks like a good draw to me, and I can... the thing is that... An important thing to note is that when you, the viewer, watching the video, you can basically slow down the video, go frame by frame. My eyes, do not work like that, so... I have no idea. Is there anything else I wanted to try? I can try the high extend plus that. No, yeah, I could. I could try a different height thing, see if that works. Yeah, they're just kind of going at it. So in this case, it could go either way, right? I'm not gonna. That's why kind of sometimes I'm not the craziest about opposite spin battles. It gets very annoying because not only do you have to see whether or not who won, but it's also really seeing who won and debating on if the base is still spinning, is it rolling, you know. So in that case, there you go. So it's a very much a lengthy process of back and forth that I'm not a fan of. Now what I do want to see, just out of curiosity's sake, is now if we give Vanish high extend plus dash. After that, I think we pretty much covered like most of the ground. I guess I could probably do L gear with it. If you wanted me to do that, then it would probably just go to L gear. If I wanted to do high extend plus dash on it again. Those ones are where it gets really just too tricky for me. So I want to do this one in specific just because I feel like it's a likely matchup if you use this. Okay, so what's gonna happen at the end? Oh.
So just because I felt that the last part in the video going over high extend plus dash pretty much gets to something similar where the L gear combination will most likely win. And even if you did a mirror match, you'd probably get something similar to what happened with wheel extend plus versus Vanish Longinus. The truth is, with equalization, sometimes it goes to one, sometimes it goes to the other. I think either way though, this video is really fun to do because it not only does it highlight that L gear, you know, it's pretty cool to use, but I hope it at least changes maybe some who are against L gear for same or maybe opposite or whatever. I feel like it gets a little bit too negative an impression, and Just to end off, I want to also mention we have a store with a pre-order for Divine Belial. Not only that, but we have other Dynamite Battle and Sparking stuff and other Beyblades that we sell in our store. So please check it out. And I hope you enjoyed this competitive content. I very much like to do it. I do feel like competitive does not get the proper coverage that it should, where they actually try to show, they go through all this stuff. I feel these videos are very fun to do because not only are they informative, but I'm very happy to read comments where they say, hey, you know, I enjoy watching because I get a better idea. So thank you very much. And yeah, I want again give a shout out to Think and Magic for the combos. And thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day and bye.